Hey guys, it's Kelly here again. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another book tag video. I saw everyone doing the mid-year book freakout on BookTube, so I decided that I really want to do it. It sounded really cool, really interesting, so I decided I would do it even though I wasn't tagged by anyone. So for this tag, I will be answering, I believe there are 13 questions that are connected to the books that I've read so far in the year of 2019. The first question is, what is the best book that you've read so far in 2019? And for this one, I have to go with We Are Legion, We Are Bob by Dennis E. Taylor. I believe I finished it sometime in January. I believe also it was actually the first book that I read in 2019, but it was a really good one. I talk about it in my wrap-up. I absolutely loved it. It was so funny, so fresh, and so interesting, and I knew that I was going to enjoy it, but I didn't know just how much I'm gonna love it. Question number 2 is best sequel that you've read in 2019, and I don't read a lot of sequels. I tend to just start series and never finish them. And so far, I've only read one sequel to a series, and that was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And I enjoyed it more than the first one, so I guess I'll go with that one. Question number 3 is new releases you haven't read so far. And again, these are connected to series. So one of them would be Nixia 3, which was, I believe, Nixia Unleashed, which is the third and last book in the Nixia triad. I do have it, but I haven't started it yet. And the second one that I know is already out and I really want to read is King of Fools by Amanda Foody, which is the book 2 of the... I don't remember what the series was called. Wicked Sins? Sinful Games? I don't know. I don't remember. I will link it on the screen. But that is book 2. I really enjoyed Ace of Shades and I can't wait for book 2. Question number 4 is most anticipated new release for the second half of the year. And for this one, I have to go with Broken Stars by Ken Liu. And this is a combination of sci-fi short stories. And I believe it comes out in November, but I actually read The Paper Menagerie by Ken Liu, and I also have Invisible Planets, again by him. They are both books of sci-fi short stories, and I really love the way that he writes. I really love even the short stories that he includes that are not his. I just love everything about these. I don't want to call it a series because I don't think it's exactly a series, but it's definitely kind of a few books that kind of combine the same things in the same elements. Question number 5 is the biggest disappointment so far in the year 2019. Unfortunately for this one, I'll have to go with The Oracle Year by Charles Soule, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I started the book last year and I finished it just in the beginning of this year. I was expecting a lot more and I was left quite disappointed. I initially gave it 4 stars, then I lowered it to 3 stars, and now the more I think about it, it's more like a very low 3 stars because nothing happened. It's just a very non-memorable book and the concept was really good, but I expected a lot from this book and I received barely anything, so that's what I'm going with. Question number 6 is the biggest surprise for 2019, and I have 2 books here. I'm going to go with Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody that I already mentioned because I knew I was going to enjoy it, but I was hearing so many mixed reviews about it, so many people not liking it, so I was very skeptical in the beginning, but I listened to it as an audiobook and I absolutely fell in love with the world, the atmosphere, and the characters, and that's the one that I'm going with. And the second one is The Test by Sylvain Neuvel. It's a very short book with a very interesting topic and concept, and I just loved the way that it was portrayed. I love the way that this particular topic was discussed. The epilogue kind of brought it down a bit, but I was still very surprised at how much I enjoyed this book. Question number 7 is fave new author, and I have to go with Ken Liu and Amanda Foody. What a surprise. Question number 8 is newest fictional crush, and I don't get fictional crushes, but I guess I'll go with Levi from Ace of Shades just because I really loved his character and he's a cool dude. Question number 9 is newest fave character. I guess Levi again? I don't know. Question number 10 is a book that made you cry, and for me that was The Cat Chronicles by Hiro Arikawa. This was a very sweet book. I talk about it in my Asian readathon wrap-up, and I found it both heartwarming and heartbreaking at the same time. Question number 11 is a book that makes you happy. I'm gonna go with We Are Legion, We Are Bob by Dennis E. Taylor. This was a very fun read and it got me over a tiny little slump that I had. It was awesome and I definitely recommend you read it. Question number 12 is most beautiful book you've bought so far in 2019. And for me, that would be The Prairie and the Orange Tree. And you will have to excuse me. I will just put a little either a snippet or a photo of it just because it's buried under another pile of books. It is a gigantic brick of a book and I don't feel like getting it and holding it up to the camera, but it is gorgeous. And the last question, number 13, is what books do you need to read before the end of 2019? I have quite a few I need to read. I will exclude anything from my TBR that's basically just staying on my TBR for now, and I will just mention the ones that I started or series that I need to finish. And the first one that I'm gonna mention is the Illuminati Files. I started it a few months ago and I don't know why, but I kind of lost track of it. Hopefully I'll restart it again soon, but that's one I definitely need to finish. The second one is the Nixia Unleashed, the third book in the triad, because I just want to be over with that series. I also really want to read the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I read Daisy Jones and the Six already and I really want to read that one as well. And the other ones that I'm gonna mention are Saga Volumes 2 and 3 because I read Volume 1, I really enjoyed it. I bought the other two and I really should get to them. That's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've read any of the books that I mentioned or if you want to read any of the books that I mentioned, comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinions about them. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe if you like what you see and would like to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!